Hello family, and welcome back to the Nina and the Emerald Queen show. I am Nina and this is the lovely Emerald Queen, and we hope you guys are doing fantastic today. How are you today, Queen Mother?
I'm amazing. I'm feeling a little natural today.
Feeling a little natural? You do got a little natural beat glow going on.
Yeah. This is no foundation.
No foundation? Well, this is some foundation.
I am the foundation of the foundation.
I had to put on a little something just for the people.
Oh, okay. It's okay.
So, girl, it is a lot going on in the good old world.
You in Savannah or
The
the whole
entire world, I feel like.
Okay. Well.
But, so, tonight's question of the night, guys, and we want you to leave in the comments, is going to be about loan. How do you feel about loaning money to families and friends? Are you that reliable person that, you know, you always loan money, you want to help people in a bind, or are you like us, that if someone asks to borrow money, you don't have it even when you do have it? I don't like borrowing. I don't like loaning money, and I'm really not a borrower unless it's from my parents, because they know that I'm going to give it back. How do you feel about loaning money? Okay. So, so that is tonight's question.
Can I cuss?
You can.
Okay. I hate loaning money to folks because folks don't know how to pay you back, and then they avoid you, or they come and hang around you acting like they don't owe you no damn money. And that makes me mad, and then I want to fight. So I'm having to learn to say no.
Yeah.
Like I always used to say yes, but then when it came down to me, watching you get your nails done and watching you wear new bundles or buying stuff for your cars and your house and shit, and you ain't gave me my coins, honey, no. Then that's when the Ziploc bag, you know how when you put it together and it's blue and it's yellow and it made green, ain't no more green on that Ziploc bag, bitch ass.
I agree. So let us know in the comments, how do you feel about loaning and borrowing money when it comes to family and friends? That is the question of the night. So we would appreciate if you guys would just leave us some comments and kind of go back and forth with us about that. So do you know who Demi Lovato is?
I've heard the name.
So she's like a pop star. The song that I love the most is her "Baby, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry." You never heard the song? Okay, but that's my jam. I was trying to see if I could make you know who she was. So Demi Lovato is a 25-year-old pop star, and she has just been released from rehab. A lot of people love Demi Lovato. I love her too. Like, I have nothing against her. I feel like her story is amazing. But 3 months ago, she had a cocaine overdose.
Oh, bless her heart.
25. Now, TMZ said it was heroin, which I do believe that it was heroin, but her her people came back and said no, it was cocaine, as if that's any better. But that's been her addiction, and she suffered with that addiction for a long time.
25 years old.
Yes, 25 years old. Now, in March, she celebrated her 6 years of sobriety, but she relapsed and overdosed in July.
Oh, wow.
So the reason why I brought this story up is because, for one, I'm happy that she's alive.
Yeah.
You know, drug addiction is never, you know, you never want to see anybody go through any type of addiction, and it's a real serious thing. The only issue that I have with her story and a lot of other people, especially when it comes to Caucasian people, is that it's not looked at in the same negative light when it comes to black people.
Right.
Like, I was online and people was like, well, that's good, you know, being a fiend or being an addict is not what's up. And everybody was so offended by the fact that they were calling her like a drug fiend or a crackhead or a drug addict. And it's like, she is.
Right.
You know, no matter how much the world tries to glorify her, put her on this pedestal, that's what she is. And you cannot make people put a pretty name on it because you like this person.
That's
you
true.
know? But, so yeah, so she's been released from rehab. I like Demi Lovato. I wish her the best. You don't really know who she is. I won't get off into that too much. But yeah, so she survived. I hope that with her battling, you know, good luck. I hope that she can get, you know, after 6 years, then turning around and relapsing. I mean, she said she was doing so good. I honestly don't believe she's been clean all this time.
Yeah, and so that kind of makes it weird for me too. I've never been an addict, but I've been around addicts. And so normally, if they're not all the way sober, they can relapse a little bit quicker. Being 6 years clean, like what happened to make you relapse and then go into overdose mode? So that leads me to believe, I'm not an expert, but that leads me to believe that she had been dabbling, and then all of a sudden, bam, whatever the episode was to get her back on the wagon. But kudos to you, Demi. I pray for you that things take off again as far as your career, that this doesn't stop you, doesn't stop you.
They love her and they're, but let's be real, we gotta call a spade, and I hope the people that's around her are being honest, because I feel like a lot of times that's what happens. A lot of people around you are not being honest, and they're gonna give her what she wants when she wants it.
Oh yeah, most definitely. She's not going to the crack house.
Yeah.
And then most of the time those people who are high-end clients, hell, they got folks come right to them.
Yeah. And another reason why I brought this up is because, I hear people say all the time, don't let celebrities be your kids' role models, and you need to raise your own kids and whatever. But this girl has been on Glee. She's a pop star. She makes very positive music. That she is very influential when it comes to teenagers and younger children, because she has such a positive image. And it's not about allowing these celebrities to raise your children or be their role model, but kids gravitate towards the things they see, the things that they like. She has a very young audience, so I hope that she can come up with a way to use this and do some type of work, outreach, or something, because now all these children and her fans are seeing that, oh, she overdosed. What's cocaine? What's a heroin? You know what I mean?
Right.
So anyway.
And kids think that stuff is cool. When they see the different celebrities and stuff doing things, they think that stuff is cool. So you have to kind of be careful. I guess growing up, I don't know if I ever let you guys just kind of get off into visualizing people on television, social media, and all those things as role models. I guess I was trying to be the biggest role model you had, even though I worked a lot. That I think that I wanted me to be their biggest role model. So, I don't know.
I definitely would say you were my biggest role model, because I always say, anybody tell you when you grow up, who do you want to be like? And I always say my mom, because you were very strong, very resilient, and you did, even though life was very challenging, you did set the bar very high. You were a great role model, but also the women that I saw on TV was different from now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
So our pop stars, growing up, even though Toni Braxton came out way before I was born, I still had Toni Braxton. I still had Beyonce. I still had, Eve. And Eve was a rapper,
She came out way before you was born.
Well, no, I'm talking
that old.
Oh, when she came out?
Toni, I had y'all.
Oh, so it was the 90s?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what I'm saying is, when she came out, I
get what you're saying,
still
you're
younger.
still young.
But we still had so many women that, back then you couldn't really be slutty. I mean, Lil' Kim kind of brought that out.
I love Lil' Kim.
Yeah, I love Lil' Kim too,
baby.
but our role models were still decent women.
Okay.
So even if we looked up to these women, they set a positive, standard for us still.
That's true.
That's true. So, what's going on there?
So, girl, have you heard of the UMC channel?
No.
So, I was on Instagram, doing my Instagram thing, kind of
lurking. Stop saying trolling unless you be harassing people.
Well, I don't be harassing people, so I'm gonna tell you now, I do harass the barbs, honey, because I will go on Cardi B's page, honey, and if they give my girl Cardi B some trash, honey, I be on there and I be.
You better stay your ass on social media all the time.
Can't tell me what to do. They better leave my Cardi alone. Cardi. So anyway, there is this channel, UMC. I just kind of ran across it. There's this show called Monogamy. Girl, Monogamy has some amazing people. So one of the cast, I went through the cast members, and the cast members already had me like, oh my God. So Brian White, I remember him from the old Sexy Guy in Stomp the Yard. He was one of the leaders. He was the one on the team that won. I don't remember, but anyway, Brian White is on there. Gia Marie Jones, and she was our bougie princess from Girlfriends. Vanessa Simmons is on there, and what is the other little cute little guy? I can't think of his name. But anyway, one of the guys from what is the show you like to watch? No, you didn't watch this one. But cooking them.
Oh,
Empire, yeah, he was one of the guys on Empire. So anyway, pretty much an all-star cast. And so monogamy takes 4 broken marriages, and it's kind of like a wife swap. But it ain't like the little cute little wife swap that you see on the television, honey, because they get nasty. Nasty. So from the trailer, I seen where they actually exchanged wives and husbands, and they were in relationships. They wasn't like when the cute little white folk, exchange the houses and they go in and they tell their children what to do. Honey, they was in there getting naked and doing naked people stuff and actually being in married relationships. And so I was just watching the little scenes, and one of the men, he was like, "Did you sleep with him?" And she said, "Yes." And he said, "Oh," he's got all upset. So monogamy, like, I want to watch it. I haven't subscribed to this, to the network yet. I think it's like a $4.99 a month subscription, but I'm really thinking about it, only because I think that if this is a social experiment, then this would be pretty good. So monogamy, how would you feel being married, your husband having to move in with another woman, and that be the situation?
Okay, so the show, let me say this. I heard that it wasn't good.
Oh, really?
I heard that it was some horrible acting.
Oh, okay.
Because it's been out for a little bit.
Yeah, it's been out for a while. I just read across.
So I hope that when you watch it, I hope that it's good, and certain people just don't live up to, certain people just don't know a good show when they see one, because that happens. Some people don't know a good show, and they so used to all this drama that they can't, they don't like the good stuff.
Right.
I would be all up for it except for the sex part. I'm not with the sex part. I do feel like it would be a good social experiment to switch wives and switch husbands, because it could maybe identify problems that you guys are lacking, whereas this wife do something differently and this husband treats you differently, and kind of help balance out. Some people think that the grass is always green on the other side. So now you get this whole new man or this whole new wife, and you can see that maybe your situation ain't that bad. So I think that would be a good thing. But you ain't sleeping with my man.
Yeah, and so the funny part about it was, I was telling my husband about it, and he was like, "Hell no."
Yeah.
So I just thought
don't hug him, don't kiss him, shake his hand, do a peace swell.
Sorry, that's what the movie's about. So how do you feel about it? Please post in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Please subscribe. If you watch Monogamy, let us know.
Yeah,
let us know if it's good. Like I said, I saw on social media that it wasn't all of that, but social media is crowded with a lot of young people who don't know nothing about nothing, especially not good TV, y'all.
And not married things. And for people who are not married, I'm pretty sure that they will see this in a different light. Me being married and being very sensitive to the cheating and the sleeping with other people, I think that I would like it, but I don't know. Well, I think that I would like the concept, but I don't think that I could stomach what's going on, because to me it's cheating. Like, I don't give a damn if it is a social experiment, it's cheating. And so then that brings on a whole lot of other issues of soul swapping and things like this. And what people don't realize is every time you have sex with somebody, you're intertwining with those people, and that's a soul swapping thing. I believe that. I believe energy is transferred. I believe energy is if you can transfer energy through a touch or a kiss or a hug, girl, sex, that's intimate. Those are feelings that, and when you're having sex, your body and your mind are so open because you're in this moment, in this zone. And even some scientists say that sex is like a trance, like being in a trance. You're in this euphoria state. So I believe in not soul swapping, but the swapping of energy and just being into other people. So I definitely would never participate in this, and I think that I would probably end up on Snap if my husband participated. I ain't into all that.
Yeah. Okay.
But it'd probably be something good. So tell us what you think.
So let's talk about teachers.
Before we talk about teachers, tonight's episode of Nina and the Emerald Queen are brought to you by, but not sponsored by, Grey Goose Vodka, distilled and bottled in France. Grey Goose. Get you some.
Alright. Now that we got that out the way, our free advertisement for this good old evening. Let's talk about teachers.
Okay.
I have two stories about teachers that I want to talk about. So the first story that I have is kind of close to home.
Okay. Lord.
So a Grand Prairie ISD special needs teacher by the name of Tiffany White has been suspended and placed on administrative leave for spitting on one of the students.
I saw that. So tell me what happened.
So nothing happened. Like, they don't have any information on what happened. All they know is they saw her spit on the boy. They didn't say, he was aggressive, he was doing anything wrong or anything like that. What I do think is that maybe because they're special needs, maybe she got overwhelmed, maybe maybe it was a struggle or something like that. I looked and I tried to find what actually happened for her to spit on this student, and I couldn't find nothing.
Yeah, but there's no excuse.
No, there is no excuse, but I wanted to know what led to it, because there is no excuse. So I wanted to know what was her mindset and what she felt like happened for her to justify spitting on this student. Now, you parents are better than me, because they were offered to press charges, but they decided not to. For what I know, spitting is an assault. If you assaulted my child, that's special in front of all these other special needs children who can now have that in their mind that maybe that is a way to solve something. Right. So now they can attack us.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I mean, when you work with special needs children, you sign on for certain attitudes and mannerisms, and you sign on for those things. And I do know, back in Louisiana, the special needs students the teachers were trained to work with those particular students, and they were told to look for certain things. So for her, in any instance, to retaliate against a student by spitting is horrible. Even if the child spit on you, you remove yourself and you get an authority figure, or you get somewhere else. Either way, go remove yourself. That's your job. Yeah. And you know, and I mean, I'm gonna tell you something. Girl, I had a cousin with Down syndrome, and she would bite me.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted to talk about too. I wanted to talk about the overwhelming part of it, dealing with children who have special needs, especially when it comes to the bigger kids. Now, though I feel like there is no justification for her spitting on them, on that child, I do feel like maybe a couple of times out the year, they should take these teachers in particular, and use one of these teacher days that they love to take off for, and really train these teachers on being frustrated and how to call for backup, or how to call if they need to just step out and get a break, especially these teachers in particular, because imagine this not being your child. This is what you like to do, and you have to do this all day for the most part of your day on top of your life, and you get frustrated. So I think that they should set aside time to do specific training on these type of things, and maybe it'll help.
That's true. I feel you on that. So
but they did say, she's not going to return. She's on administrative leave, but they're not going to let her come back to the classroom.
But that's
good. Now, on the flip side of that, I would have put the pause on you too, Tiffany. You would have spit on my child, they was going to have to press charges against me, because I was going to put the pause on your ass.
I'm going to tell you now, we're going to tear the whole school up.
Yeah. Now, a teacher in California was arrested after he got into a fight with this young man, a student, in the classroom. Now, you can see on video this student calling him all type of N-words, throwing pencils at him. He even hit him with a basketball. And when the teacher got the rock in his world, he remembered that he was only a child and wanted to be treated as such.
Oh, okay.
Now the teacher, people are, kind of 50-50 with it. Some people are saying, the teacher should have knew better. Some people are saying that it was self-defense. Now I looked at the video.
It was self-defense?
It was self-defense in my opinion. It was self-defense when he hit him with a pencil. When he threw the basketball at him. And then when you spit on me, you going to jail now.
He spit on him too?
He spit on him too.
See, now I'm going to tell you something. I'm with you on that one. I would have rocked this damn world too.
Baby, he was. I kind of felt bad for the little boy after like the third lick.
Nah, you don't feel bad.
He was walking him through the classroom, and I was like, teach him. But then I was like, hold up. Now you teaching him too much.
No, you know why? Because what was going to end up happening was that this is a question that I need to ask you, sensitive people. I need to know: was this young man a Caucasian?
He looks like he was very much so in the Caucasian area, but he looked like he could be mixed a little bit.
Okay, so here's the thing. That teacher may have saved the whole school.
That teacher, go ahead, yeah.
Because we don't. If that kid was that angry to, first of all, hit a grown man, hit an authority figure, hit him again with a basketball, call him the N-word, he was angry. So that bent up anger could have come out with another school shooting.
So it was said that the teacher got on to him about dress code.
Which is his job.
Which is his job. And from there they went to an argument, which you could see them arguing. And he just walking up on this man. I mean, literally like walking up on this man, squaring up with him like somebody on the street. Now, I agree with you that he could have saved the school. But more importantly, I feel that this incident saved that boy's life.
Oh, yeah. Oh, most definitely. Most definitely, because the wrong N-word would have tossed his salad.
On the
with
street.
No dressing. With no dressing. None, honey.
Mama, they don't say fighting as tossing salads. Nowhere.
What's it?
Do you call getting into a fight or altercation getting your salad tossed, especially with no dressing? So let's
getting your shit pushed back either.
You can say you get your shit pushed back, but let's
But
put
that's
salad tossing
That's the same concept.
in the box.
Okay.
You can't talk about that.
Okay.
In relation to fighting.
I'm giving it. Okay, so I just put the wrong. You didn't have to eat my damn salad.
I wouldn't eat anybody's tossed salad with no dressing. Believe me.
The wrong N-word
would have peeled his muffin cap back blue.
For real though.
So yeah, but for real though, I feel like he definitely saved this boy's life because he thought that he could roll up on a grown man, and whoop him, take him down, and he was swinging back, but he was no match for the teacher. Now I don't feel like this teacher should have lost his job.
Oh, he did lose his job.
He did lose his job.
Wow.
Well, he was arrested, so I'm gonna take that back.
Okay, was the young man arrested?
He was taken to the hospital for minor injuries.
I'm sorry, y'all. That's not funny. But me being a parent, I'm going to tell y'all, I'm for right. Now, this my daughter, and she going to tell y'all, I'm for right. I'm not going to let no teacher hurt my child, but I taught y'all to be respectful.
Oh, yeah.
And I ain't want to hear that bullshit about this, and this. I always let them know you're not going to be disrespectful. So now, yeah, they should. I feel like they should have arrested him. But let me ask you this: you saw the video. Could the teacher have gotten? Could the teacher have removed himself? That's where it comes.
That's where it complicates.
Right, and so that's where it gets complicated because if he was in a corner, then they probably would have still suspended him. But then he couldn't get out. If they were face to face, they would have said, well, the teacher could have stepped back, and if the young man kept being the aggressor, that he would restrain him.
The teacher was just standing there.
But could he have restrained him and not walked his dog?
The teacher was patient for as long as he could have, and more patient than I would have been after I got physically touched with any object, whether it be a feather or a pencil. I would have choked his ass.
A feather?
A feather. You touch me with anything, you have assaulted me. Well, that's different. That's very different. That's different. But I do feel like the teacher, of course, there's always another way. Of course, there's always another option. We can always do something else. So he did have the option to maybe run out and try to get somebody. But the way that the ball was coming up on him and antagonizing the situation, he did what he's supposed to do. So, in conclusion, parents, let's teach our kids to be more respectful. half of y'all can't even control y'all goddamn kids. So the comment saying he should have had more self-control. Get self-control for your children. Teach your children how to respect adults. I see children all the time at school acting a plum fool and it don't make no sense. These are the end of days, I swear. Because I have never seen no child show out at school how they showing out now. Now you have some bad actors, but this right here is taking it to a whole nother level. So let's teach our children how to be respectful to grown people. Home. It starts at home. Beat their asses. And don't sugarcoat stuff and let them do what they want to do, because this is the result. And now this man's life is going to be changed because of whoever your little badass child is.
Alrighty.
Well, that's all I got on that down.
The holidays are coming up. On the next episode, I want to talk about the holidays.
Okay.
I want to talk about who you don't want to see at your house.
Okay.
I want to talk about who food you ain't going to eat. And what is the worst experience you had in a holiday setting, at your grandma's house, at your aunt's house, when your ugly ass cousin came over there and he stuck his finger in your food and y'all got into a fight. I just want to know these things, so post in the comments because I want to talk about the holidays.
Okay. Well, we got a couple more minutes left, so I got one more topic I wanted to talk about, and that is sex trafficking. Ooh. Now, my mother is a big advocate for, helping women that have been sex trafficking, fighting for those who are still missing, and families and stuff like that. I see my mom do a lot of stuff in the community when it comes to sex trafficking, so I'm very sensitive when it comes to that subject. This story being labeled as a sex trafficking situation is really pissing me off. I've looked up so much to get a complete understanding before I express my thoughts on it, because I didn't want to be wrong, and I'm not saying that it's not, but I'm not saying that from the facts that's what it looks like. So this 23-year-old boy, Aisha Wanley, is facing 5 years to life for supposedly kidnapping and putting these two girls into sex trafficking and prostituting them. Now here's the thing. The way that it reads, it looks like this young man had two girlfriends. They were living in a hotel that is known for prostitution. They were okay with prostituting until one girl got jealous of the relationship with the other.
Whoa.
The mom did report one of the girls missing. She haven't seen her daughter since September 2017. But it seems as though this is a runaway teen, another runaway person that was in a relationship with this boy, agreed to do sexual favors and sexual things for money, i.e. prostitute, and now that they don't no longer want to be in this situation, it's sex trafficking. So look up Manhattan man arrested for sex trafficking a Pennsylvania girl. Look that story up, you guys. I want you to read it thoroughly, see what you can find, and then come back and let us know what it sounds like. Now, I have a problem with our young men, any young man or woman. This boy is finna be facing some real deal consequences.
That's
He's black. These girls are white.
Ooh. Okay.
It don't seem like it's sex trafficking. So for the sake of people's lives, everybody, if you have a teenager that's running away, that wants to be grown, wants to be fast, whatever the case may be, your child come up missing, report your child missing.
Report your child missing, right.
When you get your child back, if you don't like what they was doing while they was gone, what you heard, what you found out, let's not jump to conclusions and make accusations that are not true. This is a 23-year-old boy that's finna be in jail for a long time, and the color of his skin has a lot to do with it.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely.
So look it up. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this story, how it reads. Sex trafficking is not okay. But this is not lying.
It's not okay.
It's not okay either. So, with that being said, guys, we're going to go ahead and end the video.
But can I say something?
Oh, yeah.
And so, can I speak to my young brothers? Number one, if you know that these girls are underage, leave them alone.
Yeah.
Stop messing with these young girls. Stop putting it in their head that because a lot of times they'll lie and say that their life is so horrible at home, and you're trying to save them. I have seen plenty of young men who've gotten in trouble for wanting to save young girls. So, but you're not their savior. You can't help them. So if you knew that these girls were runaways, this is a bad situation for you, but in a way, this was kind of asked for.
Well, no, he was dating one girl.
But she was underage, though.
No, because she just turned 20, and she was 19 when she came up missing.
So
I can't say runaway teen then. But
okay, so one of the parents pressed charges, or did both of them?
Okay, so the one girl, her name is something Saucer. I couldn't pronounce it. She just turned 20 on October the 6th.
Okay.
She's been missing since 2017.
Oh, she's been gone for a while.
So she had to be 18.
Yeah, she's 20. 2000 and what?
17.
18. Oh, yeah.
So she was grown.
Oh, she was grown. Yeah.
So she had to be grown. Now, he did post advertisements for prostitution or whatever, but if you were living at this hotel and they moved from one hotel to another.
Wow. So you didn't tell anybody you were being sex trafficked. You didn't try to escape. You didn't try to escape. Wow. I don't know. I just really just get a job. Like,
yeah.
Selling ass is overrated. Diseases, all these other things. Get a job. Like I can't handle. There are so many young women and young men and people who are being exploited through sex trafficking. This is a real situation. So don't make it a worse situation with this bullshit. If you out there prostituting, stop. Yeah. Just stop. Yeah. Just don't.
And you have no idea what. Now, let me tell y'all something. There are a lot of similarities between prostitution and sex trafficking. Mm-hmm. A pimp and a predator. When it comes to that. But there are a lot of differences in prostitution and sex trafficking. Please know, there are a lot of differences in that. Prostitutes might not have a lot of choices, but a victim that's been put in sex trafficking have no choices.
None whatsoever.
None. These people, I'm not saying prostitutes ain't victims, but a lot of them do it because they want to. These people are victims. These people are real kidnapped victims. They are brutalized. They are beat. They are raped. They are sold. It's a difference. So look up that story if you guys can. It reads Manhattan man arrested for sex trafficking Pennsylvania woman. Look it up if you can find some facts on it. Put it in the comments. We really appreciate you guys for subscribing. We are like 55 or 60 subscribers. We're excited about it. Please subscribe to the channel, y'all. We are setting up all this stuff to get this better, get some better stories for you guys. We're coming with some different segments. We got Caking with the Queen coming. You guys, our family and friends, but if you're new to Nina and the Emerald Queen, you guys don't know. I'm sitting next to a degree chef / instructor / boss business entrepreneur. And baby, when I tell you them hands are blessed, they are blessed. So look out for Caking with the Queen and Cooking with the Queen. She's going to be coming on here showing you guys how to do a lot of different things. And just be looking out for my first episode of Show Me What You're Working With.
Yes.
Again, we thank you guys for watching and the support. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you on our next video.